Yon Jones is a teacher. Yon Jones taught me how to produce music first. He's the first person that set me down and gave me a quick tutorial how to use Reason. He put the software on my computer, gave me all kind of plugins and all kind of samples and things like that. Yon Jones hooked me up. Yon Jones hooked me up big time. And I just think about like, wow, my cousin Daz, how come he doesn't have any how come he doesn't have a whole bunch of music online I can just go and listen to and sort through? Maybe his music it makes his music much more exclusive when he ever does make it available. It's gonna be exclusive. Like I'm finding exclusive stuff from my other homeboys and family members. But like I would say that I get less from my cousins than I expect. I respect my cousins to always have me sending me stuff like all kind of stuff online I can go and check out, be inspired by, or sample or whatever, collaborate with them in some way. But my other homeboys who are like that like my family, but they're people who I met through my other family members, but they're not my family members, and I get more music from them than I do from my family.
Word.
Like Lester Wallace, I got the sample from him. I got my cousin Terrell. I did sample him recently, and I was looking for a sample with my cousin Daz, but I couldn't find it. But now right now I'm going to a sample for Yon Jones, man. Yon Jones is once again an amazing guitarist. I just found a video of him playing at the Jazz Club 347. It's a club that all the church musicians who play jazz go there, and all the jazz musicians go there. In Baltimore, Baltimore has a lot of musicians. A lot of people probably don't even know about that. People think about New York and blah 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 blah. No, really, Baltimore probably has more high quality, more high class, world class musicians that are from there, live there, and are there that you could run into. People who tour in New York, you can go to the fancy popular jazz club, and unless it's a show, ain't nobody just there. The big names aren't just there. The people who world class music aren't just there. Like you go to the jazz club in Baltimore, and you just got I can't even remember. I can think of some names like let me see, like Kelly, like Rodney Kelly Jr. Rodney Kelly and Rodney Kelly Jr. You look Rodney Kelly and Rodney Kelly Jr. probably got tons of videos all over the internet from playing at different jazz clubs around the world. Father and son combo. Father plays guitar and sings. Son plays keyboards and probably plays many other things. Every time they show up at the jazz club, you're like, oh man, it's gonna be a great night because Rodney Kelly is young. Like he has the young vibe. He's one of the young guys who comes to the jazz club who brings that young, fresh energy. And then you got his father who holds it down like classic. And then we got, I can't remember the saxophonist. What's his name? I can't remember the saxophonist that used to come. Has a very popular name. Also, George Clinton's nephew. Will come down there and play. This thing's Benjamin Johnson hop on drums and play in a way where it's like, wow, man, people are really, this is the cutting edge. When I look back, it's like, I had a lot of influences right in front of my face for a long time, man.
Yeah.
All right, let me see what
that sounds really dope.
There's so many, so it's like it's sports, how you can like a team and don't like a team. Like there's players I don't like. Like for example, I was just looking at this thing I'm getting Yon Jones right now, and Big Charles is playing bass. I like Big Charles as a person. Big Charles is cool, but Big Charles bass playing he's great. He's amazing. I would love to have his skill, but Big Charles is not my favorite. He's not my favorite. No, he doesn't play. He's so big. He like a real big fat dude, dark skinned dude, and he don't play enough low notes on the bass. He be trying to do all this stuff all in a high range, and it's like, come on, Big Charles, if you don't. And he'll play in the high range the whole time, and for impact will slide down to the low note at an important time. So he'll be like, I was like, and you like, All right, Big Charles, that was a very good slide. That's his only skill. Play a bunch of high notes, and then every now and then he slide down to a. You be like, all right, Big Charles, you gave it to me right there, but the whole time you were just fiddling and faddling around. I don't enjoy it. So, not gonna sample him. We got Dave Cavalier on drums. Dave Cavalier, I like him. We used to call him Robin Thicke because he kind of like Robin Thicke, but we make us think about John Mayer because of his style of drumming. He comes to this jazz club where it's all black people, like 90%. Him and this old white dude play drums. They probably, and Buster is the white bassist. The white musicians that come to the black jazz club are important because we notice them from they walk through the door, and if they shut it down, everybody, endless respect forever. Buster, and nobody forget the first time Buster showed up at the jazz club. You go on there, look at 347, Club 347, Buster, videos on YouTube right now. Buster came out, remember it, I was there the first time he ever showed up. We was like, well, who this white dude on bass, yo, what he about to do? Showed up with this 4-string bass. We were like, oh shit, what's about to happen? All the black dudes, they've been playing 5-string, 6-string basses. This nigga showed up with a 4-string. Like, yo, what this white boy about to do, yo? Nigga, shut it down. Like, what? He chose his song. He chose to play the Stevie Wonder, You Can Feel It All Over. But the way he played it, it was, he put his own flavor on it. He's like, like, damn, Buster. All right, Buster, you got it. Can't nobody even try to pretend like they can sleep on Buster. It's not possible. Yeah, I can't get a clean sample off of this because the drums is kind of so predominant in the background.
You're online on the 347 trying to find a good one where you can get a good sample.
So I found one. The one I found is decent. Is the first one I saw, Jan Jones, and I saw Dave Cavalier on drums, and so I was like, all right, that should be a good one, and it is some good guitar stuff.
I can't hear it.
I feel like my cousin Daz is not better than Jan, no, but Daz has his own special flavor that he brings. Daz probably played at Club 347 3 times. I played saxophone. I was 18 years old. I wasn't even old enough to come in yet. Be 21. I went to Club 347 at 18 playing saxophone. They let me in. I played saxophone with one of the best bass players. The bass player who played bass at Obama's inauguration.
Oh,
Kevin Walker, playing bass with one of the best bass players, I'm playing saxophone. I remember the songs I played. It was this dude named Reggie. What song? He played a few songs. He played All Night Long by the Commodores, Lionel Richie, and I remember the saxophone, the solo I played on. I was like, and my cousins were like, wow, because nobody heard me play before. It was like I was playing in school, in class, and I just showed up at the jazz club, and I showed up, and my cousins was like, yo, we honestly didn't know you could play that good, yo. And it's like, y'all slept on me. Y'all slept on me, son. He slept on me, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I showed up. And I played bass. I played bass 3-4 times. One time my little sister, her first time singing at the jazz club, I played bass with her. We played Butterflies on Michael Jackson. And the first time I played bass there, I played with this one vocalist, dope vocalist, white girl with a short haircut. She sang what you won't do for love. And I remember I ain't never played that on bass in my life, but I got to that. It's like that. I played it like the record automatically. automatically. Ain't nobody, and that I ain't to practice that shit. Ain't nobody showed me that shit. I just played that motherfucker. I remember playing the right notes. I was like, everybody looking for me to hit this slide down to this F. If I miss this note, my respect as a bassist goes down.
Right.
If I hit the note, everybody gonna be like, yo. They call me Marcus. Man, yo, Marcus held it down on bass. Yo, I ain't know you was holding it down on bass like that. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm holding it down on bass, taught myself how to play and shit. That's how I got. After that, I got a job at playing at church. I got a job playing at church.
Is that when you had the long dreads?
Yes.
No. That was 18.
No, I didn't play bass there until I didn't start playing bass until I was about 21. And that's when I was already growing the dreadlocks. Yeah, I started playing bass then. When I was 18, I only played saxophone.
Oh, right.
And then I went to jail. When I got out of jail, I didn't have a saxophone.
Because your cousin sold it, right?
My cousin sold it, so I brought a bass guitar off my brother, and I sat back and Pandora was out back then. And I would just listen to Pandora and play every song that came on. I would listen to like Steely Dan, Radio, the OJs, Doobie Brothers, and just learn all the bass lines. And so by the time I started playing, I could play whatever song I knew in my head. So what we gonna do for love? Oh, they asked me back in the day. They asked me, "Do you know the song?" I'd be like, I always say yes, because if I say no, they're gonna try to switch me. They gonna try to swap me. So I say yeah. Like she asked me, "Did you know what you want to do for love?" Yeah. Soon as the intro started, I just started playing, yo. I was like, the octaves and shit. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, oh yeah, I know it. But dude, you may wonder where I've been, but good to find love again. I came back to let you know I got a thing for you. That little note right there. If you miss that note, everybody like, he don't know the song. that note makes the song. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get by with this what's the name sample. But before I go into that, I'm gonna just debut this Lester Wallace joint right quick. Let me debut this Lester Wallace joint, because this Lester Wallace joint is, I would say, pure beauty. I sampled it twice. I call one everything right now. I'm going back to my inspirations that came from the jazz club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going back to those. I noticed it right now. It started with Terrell. When I named the song, I named it his nickname. His nickname at the jazz club was Swap, because he always try to do too much on keyboard, and they make the joke like they gotta swap him out, like they're going to put another keyboardist in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I got Lester, and then I reached out to Mike Thomas today to get him to send me something over. Now I was like, oh, I need to get Daz, yo, but I knew I wasn't gonna find anything.
I can't hear your music, by the way.
At all?
Yeah, I didn't hear anything of that sample earlier.
What?
Yeah. I was trying to tell you, but I don't think you heard me.
That don't make sense. It's kind of not possible. If you don't hear my music, then where's my music going?
Yeah, I don't hear your music, but you can hear me and I can hear you.
Oh no, bro, I'm not even Scarlet. This is built in. I'm doing built in. Okay, here we go. All right, you ain't tell me. Wow.
I did say it, but you didn't really hear me. Sorry.
All right, well you hear it now, right?
Yeah, I hear it now.
All right, okay, so this is a good debut then. All right, so this is the Wallace sample. Love it, so deep.
Yeah. Let's get right down to the meat of the behavior. Come through. I'm not gonna persuade myself to lose or move back in a step, pursue issues.
Alright, so that's that. And then this is Gibson Les Paul, which was my favorite guitar back then.
If I see somebody
It's
show
really
with
good. It's a really good track, yo.
I see somebody show with a Gibson Les Paul, I'm automatically like, yo, this nigga got a Gibson Les Paul. It's about to go down. Hollow body joint. Oh no, he got a hollow body Gibson Les Paul. He about to shut it down. I remember this one dude. He not Frankie Beverly. That's the dude's name. What's his name? Is it Frankie Beverly? I think it's Frankie Beverly. The one who play guitar and sing the notes. That's when I learned how to do that because I saw Rodney Kelly do it. Rodney Kelly, I mentioned him earlier. He's the one who has his son plays keyboards. Yeah, I saw Rodney Kelly do it in front of me. He was like, I was like, oh, I was like, how do he do that? And then one day I just tried it. I was like, oh. I'm like, oh, I play saxophone. I be knowing what note is gonna be before I play it. So on guitar, I just gotta know the guitar a little bit, and automatically I know what it's gonna sound like as I'm playing it. And it's the other Lester Wallace sample. This one right here, so gangsta. I could have made.
Can we get Lester Wallace on keys? Can we get Lester Wallace on keys?
Intro, I mean, at the jazz club, this would be like if Jesse, the host of 347, would stand up and say, "Can I get Lester Wallace on keys?" Like he reading the list. So he'd be like, "Can I get Lester Wallace on keys?" And everybody in the audience would be like, "Yo, I never saw Lester play keys. What Lester?" So here you go.
Can we get Lester Wallace on keys? Can we get Lester Wallace on keys? We are lucky to find each other. No matter how long we stay together, caution to the wind, kick, push. I never hold back, I don't hold out. Rhythm injected, challenge accepted. Champagne in the rain, butter in the sun. Lotus in full bloom. You picking cotton like you're shopping fruit at the loom. Most niggas is drifters. The devil called them in a sifter. A person who gives up their initial mission. I told her about my intentions. I'm an anti-state builder inspired. You won't see those haters coming back like Terminator. I'll be back. Stunting in the elevator, bottom floor getting renovated. Then it's back to regularly scheduled programming. Nothing but free time, gotta slow jamming. All of my holiness got me slow jamming. I used to get the box, now it's no spamming. No need to gloat, I'm a goat with no L's. Put a vampire in a full Nelson. I'm Van Helsing, bumping Van Halen, throwing Hail Marys, tell we Bret Hart. I need to keep you near, but now you're so far and me so far.
Little sample, a little taste of that. Moving on.
Yeah, man, you stopped it right when I wanted to hear the
little hook. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's the Gibson Les Paul joint, which the name don't really make sense.
That's a good track. I really like that. I really like I like the lyrics on that, and the mixing you done your lyrics. The mixing is really nice. It's kind of like not lo-fi, but is lo-fi.
Yeah, that's it. They all start to sound like that, like some Jay Dilla type vibe. I realized that a lot of the dope producers is because they had very amazing session musicians at their disposal, and I was like, yo, who better than me? Who better than me got the plug with various different types of session musicians? I got the plug, yo, with session musicians.
No cap, you do.
I can pull them out the woodwork. Hit Big Charles on bass. He's doing what I said. Listen, he's probably playing high notes this whole time, and listen, he slides down. I don't know if you can hear it. I probably got to speak loud. Big Charles back there. But he doesn't. Actually, the software can't register him as bass because his pitch is so high. So the whole bass register, it says something playing, but it's minimal. And let's see the solo. This is solo. See, very few low notes.
Uh-huh.
High. dies down. See, he just goes down there. See, he dips down. See, and I don't know this moment. I think at the jazz club you learn that moment. There's a moment where I can't on a bass. You kind of like, so I can play doom 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 boom bum ba doom 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 boom boom. It's kind of like you can keep modulating in the low notes because there's a for every chord progression they play, there's like 7 bass notes. That could be 7 modulation types you could do. So they're like. They're here, ding. So the keyboard's here, ding. On bass, I can say ding, 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 and then leads to the next note. Ding, 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 ding. You can pretty much play all the notes. You can modulate to all of them. And so that's what Big Charles does. He just plays a bunch of high notes and then he goes in and he just modulates the low note like 7 times. And it's like, I don't feel like you played enough bass for me.
There's very little rumble in that.
Very little rumble in this whole range. And the software is very good at picking up bass, man. But Big Charles he don't play enough bass. He's playing a lot of high range stuff. So his bass solos with the guitar. See? His bass solos with the guitar. Not good. I mean, not good, but and back then, I would say that my taste mattered. I remember like Terrell came to me one time. He was sad because he was like, I know you like Daewoo Saeed better than me and Craig Alston. And I'm like, whoa, Daewoo Saeed is fucking amazing. Craig Alston plays saxophone and keyboard. Of course, I like say Craig Alston better than you because he plays saxophone and keyboard, and he plays bass, and he probably plays everything. And Craig Alston, I can go online right now on YouTube and I check Craig Alston keyboard, Craig Alston piano, Craig Alston bass. There's a video for each instrument. Somewhere there's a video of me. Somebody posted on maybe not on YouTube because they usually only post the popular people. But I remember seeing some camera phones there when I was playing. Somewhere it's probably got posted, but the popular people, they don't put their full name. It'll just say Thompson, Wallace, Jones, and you look at you know who it. Oh, that's who I don't know who Thompson is. I can't remember who Thompson's first name, but you got Lester Wallace, Jan Jones. Did you see Johnson? It's probably talking about Benjamin Johnson because Terrell Johnson, they don't put him as Terrell Johnson. They call him Swap or Terrell. And I would say that when you earn last name, single name recognition is when you did it at the jazz club. When you walk in there and they like, yo, that's Dave Thomas. You don't gotta you never write your name on the list. But Lester Wallace got to put his name on the list to play keyboard. Because nobody's gonna, when he walk in the door, they automatically expect, oh, Lester Wallace here. Oh, let's get Lester Wallace on drums next. You ready, Lester? All right, Lester, we'll get you later. From the time he walk in the door, they asking him on the microphone, is he ready?
Mm-hmm.
But if he say, yo, I want to play keys today, they be like, yo, Lester, you want to play keys today? All right, well, shit. Well, Lester, we'll get you next on keys. Whatever he want to do from the door. Why? Because he shows up and everybody remembers it. Actually, if you listen to my song Canopy was mixed and mastered by Jan Jones.
Oh, word.
Yes, and the guitar solo on Canopy, Jan Jones. He crushed it. I listened to that song and I hit that guitar sample and I realized, fuck, he gave me a premier top of the league guitar solo on that song, yo. Like my song was subpar in quality and style for compared to his guitar solo. That guitar solo was, you could put that on another track and blaze it. I got this Yon Jones out, so mute that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open me up a nice. I don't use Quick Sampler for that. I'm gonna use Arcade. Bring in this Yon Jones sample and see if Yon can be. If Yon is arcadeable. If he is, man, it's about to go down because Lester is extremely arcadeable. But he mostly played drums. So it's only a few, and I could go with a Preston. I know Preston to shut it down on Arcade. Preston to shut it down, y'all. But I got some obscure stuff with him. I ain't even got to that level yet.
Word.
Yeah. He want me to do it. He want me to do it. He told me a long time ago before I even knew I would ever do that. He told me all I gotta do is take care of his life, more or less. Not take care of his life, but respect his life. You know what I'm saying? I make some money, I make some moves off of that. Just hit him up one day, like, here, Preston. Yo, man, here this money right here, man. This yours. He'd be like, that's what I'm talking about. So the Yon Jones sample is going to have to be slowed down because at normal speed it won't be. I
feel like that right there, what you're doing, you need to turn that down. Number one, you turn that down, but that right there, just a little bit, that would be a really dope sample because I can see that kind of like as like a siren kind of like that.
There's a lot of direction I can go. Like I take that piece right there. That's weird. I can make any song with that.
It'll have like it'll have a better. It'll be like Responsibility and Power, but the actual real, more professional version. That's what these sounds are reminding me of. Can you send me one of these beats? Oh, that's so lit.
Only if you promise to work on it immediately. I think they can't sit on the shelf. I won't send them to you to sit on the shelf.
I'll work on it immediately.
Yeah, I think anything with Yon Jones, that's the wildest. That stuff you can't see on the shelf. I could just send you what's the name? You could strip it yourself, but I could just send you I could just email you the sample itself.
Right, you gotta say I can't. I'm not. I realize I'm not sample qualified yet. Skill wise, I'm not. I've tried some of that. That's why I haven't really been using.
I don't think you tried well enough because you say you haven't been using Arcade and you haven't been trying. You don't think you can do it, so you haven't tried. But that you'll get past that.
I can't. I've tried a few songs and it sounds fine, but like I think the more thing is, remember I said I'm still feel like I'm still branching out, trying to figure out my sound. So as I've been mixing my tracks and like, you know, re-upping old tracks, I've realized that like, all right, a lot of these tracks I don't even care to put music on. I just kind of want to make them into nice dope beats, and at least I can realize I can probably make like 4 tracks out of each. Like I realized that I took apart the snares and the hi-hats from one song last night, and each snare pattern, there was 3 snares, and each a hi-hat pattern made its own song by itself. And I was like, wow, this is what he was. This is kind of what you were talking about.
I don't know what the hell just happened, but it vanished. That's so weird. That's good right there. That's fucking esoteric as shit to just have him rip it out like that. What? Who would do that? That's fucking crazy. I'm gonna try it. That's crazy to do. Let me see if it'll even fit. Now I gotta do the hard thing about the samples is that the time signature, I think it can find it on this track. Let's see. I need a time signature. Should give me that. I usually bounce it into place. That's that yawn bounce in place. All right. Now after I bounce that in place. All right, I gotta go see his apartment in a couple minutes.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, and there's no rush. Don't think about it like that. I'm just letting you know that I'm preparing to make that move. But when I come back, we can hit back. And say Mercury retrograde happening right now. Oh, Mercury retrograde right before the lunar eclipse. That's a particular movement going on in the sky. Let's see, I'm missing my messages. Let me see what's going on my phone. What happened? Hey, can you come tomorrow? Yes. Okay, so they asked me to come tomorrow.
Word.
Perfect. Because I want the okay. So now I can get back in. I can stay in this sample. I can stay in this sample because I wanna I was enjoying chopping it up. I think it's gonna work. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, it said it was unable to connect to Facebook.
I don't know what's happening. I just noticed that something else going on. Taj asked me what's going on with my Facebook. My Facebook got blocked for some reason. Probably because I don't know. I so much access. I gotta go to the main page, see what's going on. It says your account has been locked. We saw unusual activity on your account.
Word.
and they're wrong, so I gotta fix it. Confirm this is your account. Yeah, because of the access for the what's the name.
Probably a lot of things. The access that you gave me, the ads,
Yeah, don't worry about it.
and the access.
Yeah, it's just another country, and so they're like, nah, B, what's going on? But it's all good. I'll unlock it in a few seconds.
Where's Bond?
Yeah, but so let's get back to this sample. I'm so happy that meeting is postponed to tomorrow. Let's go. Sample. Let's see. Session has expired. They crazy. Type the password. They cray. They like, nah, bro. I understand. They trying to be secure because they all kinds of stuff happen in the new world.
Yeah, I got an email like a ton of my stuff when a data breach. I got like a bunch of passwords I gotta change. It's kind of a lot of energy.
Yeah, nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to do that.
I don't even use half of those things anymore. Anyway, it wouldn't get anything from half of those websites. But
yeah, nobody wants to do it.
Nobody
wants to be changing passwords and stuff all the time, man. Okay, now this is the hard part of sampling. The hard part of sampling is figuring out what tempo the sample is, because the sample is probably so obscured and weird that the metering plugin can't tell you. So first I always give it a shot and see if the metering plugin can tell me what the tempo is. I think it's because it's playing drums. It should be synced. But that part throws it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now back in the day, there should be a thing called tap tempo right up here, so I could tap the tempo. I don't know why they got rid of that feature. But I usually just do it with my eyes and my mind. So I think it's a 115. Another thing what I do is I find a beat. I find a loop. And once I make a loop, I sync it with the lines. So this music right here. No, not that perfects. So what I do is take these 3 perfects, cut that, bring it to the front, and align that edge up perfectly. 1. Now, see where 7 is right now. But it should be, is approaching 7. So that means the proper tempo right here should be the first beat where this line is now should be the flush 9. Should be flush 9. So what I do is I go and I adjust the tempo until oh wait, it moves the other way. Until I get that part to go to 9. Okay, so let's move it. Let's get it right. So I get that part to go to 9. Let's see. So it move up, 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 up. Move thing. Okay, I move that down. Okay, it moves up, 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 up. Now put this on 9 and then sync it until that's perfectly right there. And that's the best way to do it, to me. And I feel like it gets the job done. Sometimes you might need to move some decimals. So it could be 157, 157. I could do 1.7.1. See what that gets me. That looks perfect. So let's see. Turn the click on. Sample is easy. You just gotta keep trying until you figure out something that can work every time. There we go. So I got a sample now. Now, see, I got a sample. I finally got a sample. Now, once I have a sample, this one has 3 parts, but I'm gonna cut it for 2 segments, and then I'm gonna try to duplicate it. Now, if it works out perfectly, boom, I'm ready to move forward. Shave a little tiny bit off of that, and then don't forget to merge them joints. You can't just put them next to each other. You gotta merge them.
Like bounce and place the whole thing. Like bounce and place the whole thing.
Huh?
You mean like bounce and place the whole thing?
No, crossfade merge.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you got to turn it on the settings so that when you move to this corner, it turns into to that black cross, and that black cross will now control your fade. And so I could let me see for you so if you can see it. I can go to where I can select 2 tracks, go right here, and I could crossfade. I'm not seeing it.
I see it.
There it is right there. I gotta zoom in. Sometimes you gotta zoom in real close to see it. But once you see it, you realize, oh, my little crossfade joints there, and you use that in order to perfectly blend your segment. And I don't care about it being a little off, a little fluxy, clips, and I can trust that will be perfect for me to duplicate it. So I will go for it again and see if it works. Make it longer. And if it works, then it goes back home by the time it gets here.
Huh?
I can live with a swing. I mean that like the one I made yesterday. It's the sample is on beat with itself and on beat with the everything that's around it, but really it fluctuates in the tempo. It's not consistent throughout it, but the segment matches the piece, so that's all you need. It don't matter if it fluctuates. Okay, now from here, what I want to do is I don't necessarily want so much but I like the swag. So I'm going to see the probably here on my end. And I'll release some extras too. I already worked my sample in Arcade with the reverber over the reverb in Arcade. So then what I'll do is I'll go for my joint. I don't know if you got on it. I sent it to you. The Valhalla Supermassive.
Yeah, I told you about that a while back, yo.
Oh, word. That's good.
There's two of them. There's two free ones that they have. That I use the other one.
I don't even remember you telling me, but like once I started using it, I'm start like that. It's not bad when you start. It's like somebody downloaded the radio station. I like that. Oh, that's a good way to start. That's a good way to start. Like somebody was looking for the radio and they were trying to find it and they stumbled on this. That's a nice way to start that. So if at the beginning I would start the song, it would start like this, and then you're now tuned in to the hottest tunes.
That'd actually be pretty good. Yeah.
That's how I pick my bus. I usually start it off on the thing. I got a couple of stuff. I got a couple things. I'm gonna show you real quick. Show you things that I do. So I put that over there, and I got that. Now another thing I like to mess with. I got me my pedal custom, my PDL custom. It's my PDL custom right here. This is my custom thing I like to do the stuff. So it's my custom pedal. So I just throw a little tab of that on there and watch what it do. how I want to go about producing this time signature. For example, I kind of want to make this thing smaller because that's getting my nerves a little bit. It's in the way. This little thing. You can't see it. The little tab for the zoom. Let's see. I wish I could move it to the bottom or something.
You should be able to. I can see it.
Move. Hide video panel. Okay. There we go. That's no, that wasn't it. Show video panel. Hide floating meeting controls. Okay, there we go. And I push escape to make it come back. All right, now. So now I got it at 157. So the next thing I can do is hop over in the FL Studio and go ahead and make me a drum kit, or I could play one straight out. Give me 1 second. Let me let this play while before I go into the next step, I could go back. I think I could use going back to arcade and see if I can find something to go with yarn. Something to go with it. Let's see what we got. Something new here. Anything new? One more time. Let's see. And the flood of memories. That's what I've been. Oh, yeah, that's a good title. That's a good title for where I'm at right now. Because I did have like a flood of memories today that led to me produce it came from Lester Wallace track, because that track has such a nostalgic feeling about it. Let's see what we get here. That's so pop. Yeah. You can see some of the arcade stuff is already a song. Yeah, this is one of those already a song joints where they just want people to be able to make a song. It won't help. It could a little bit. I wouldn't go that direction with it though. It's too obscure. So let's see. I think 808 is the next thing to add. I think dumping out a solid 808 with a good boom 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 boom.
Did you fix your login thing yet?
Yes.
All right, let me see if it's gonna let me log in.
Oh yeah. Oh, the new password. I'll send it to you.
All right.
All right, let's see. Let's get to my 808 and see my 808.
They put the ice in my...
Let's see.
Can I get the access code?
Facebook back?
They sent you an access code. By the way, that sounds really good with just that bass. Like, all I can see is like a snare and some hi-hats going in, and the song is pretty much complete.
Yeah. Okay. But I don't know if I like this. Good part, segmented it. I like that. I like not playing every part of it. Like leave some notes out so the imagination can imagine those notes as being there. Nice quantumization on there with the swing C. I think that's what everybody uses. I don't know. I just sometimes I make up stuff in my head. As I was picking that, I was like, everybody be like, man, put that 1/16 C swing on there. Shit, dope. I just heard somebody say that in my head. And so I just now whenever I do my drums, if I want to put a swing, I try out the 1/16 C first. And if I'm doing the bass or the 808, I usually try the D first, but the C is the better one, I think.
Give me a second.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. Yeah. That bass line is not chill. So I'm gonna go. I kind of want to go a little bit more. I'm gonna go a little more hood with it. More hood is slow. or I can save it for the FL Studio 808. Let's try. So as I got at 157.2. Oh, was it 0.2 or 0.1? 0.1. And I'm gonna see if this 808 I like this 808 got some dump on it. It got some stank on it. What's it called? Jesus. It's called 808 Jesus. Yeah. I think was it? Oh no, this is the one. Let's try this one first. And then I like snaps right now. I just started using snaps. And let me try a different hi-hat. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, yeah. That sound hot, right? Do you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
That sound hot to me. So, okay. make a little live loop with the two daredevils. And I don't know if anybody, maybe other people do that. Make a live loop with the both dolls at the same time. So you play this one. The sample is running the show, and which this sample.
Yeah, I feel like you need to do something different with the sample if you want like a little bit different.
the joke I was gonna make is, man, you can learn how to samples and you can tell me what. Because
I kind of know what you. I kind of have an idea what you can do.
Like,
so.
was I about to go to sleep and call it a day right then, or was I definitely about to do more? Like,
No. So I feel like what you should do is you should your EQ. You should kind of make the sound smaller, and I feel like it could use a reverb in it, like a deep reverb, and then still have everything you have on it, because it kind of sounds like a very nice, strong ambient sound. Right now, it kind of feels like a really, that's all there is, but I can see it as a strong ambient sound where it's like we still know it's there, but then that gives space for just one or two more other sounds that you may need. Like, for instance, I could see like a little bell, and then you also need to hear that 808 thump, yo. It needs to be like, it's like, I feel like it's kind of like one of those triple XXXTentacion songs. It could be one of those type of songs. One of those, like, he makes his like kind of look at me where it's like
I know it's the ignorant 808 sounds.
Yeah. So I think, but on those, the main sound still is some kind of like, it is under a little bit of control. So I think you need to bring that main sound under a little bit more control. I believe if you continue EQing it, you'll know when to stop. Where you get this Nova from? just starts right now.
Why did this get so whack? I don't know what the hell happened to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna rap at you later, right?
All right, y'all.
All right, man.
Peace.
Have a good day.
You too.